Welcome back, my people. This is a review of the Manchester United vs Everton game, which ended in a 1-0 victory to United, and also preview for the Manchester United vs Crystal Palace game on Sunday, as we look to actually tighten and secure our spot in the top four going into next season. It's a very big opportunity for us to extend that lead to 6 points. Chelsea has got Arsenal, a tough game. As much as I would love them to win that game, you know, anyways it goes, it's still good for me. If Chelsea lose that game, I win mine. That's 6 points. If they win, they stop Arsenal from winning the league. But I'm not sure who Liverpool got, but it looks like they're trying to, they're getting a little bit of confidence from the games they've been playing, and they might go on to win. So I'm not worried about Liverpool at this moment. I'm worried about Chelsea. I just want to make sure that Chelsea, don't win their games. But let's not focus on our rivals at this point. It is our job to win our games, and we've got Crystal Palace. It's not going to be an easy game. It's at Old Trafford, and Crystal Palace they're not very good at the moment, but it's still going to be a very, very tough game. But before that, let me jump into the Manchester United vs Everton game. I wasn't able to do a quick review, but most of my videos is going to be like this now. It wasn't a very, very good performance from the team. It was cagey again, and also lethargic. Also, we had almost 2 weeks. We were almost 2 weeks away from football, and it kind of showed the way we were playing. We weren't sharp, but we were able to grow into the game. Let's be honest, Everton were the more dangerous side in that game. They created more chances. They looked like they want to go on. They looked like they wanted to go on and win. We didn't create too many chances, too many clear-cut chances, and if not for the individual brilliance of Senna Lamens, our goalkeeper, it would have been a different story. But our goal just came about from the fact that when you look at the individual quality of both sides, we've got more players, we've got better players than Everton, and that showed in that quick counter-attack goal we scored. I also thought that we were able to capitalize from the fact that Everton they got a bit complacent, right? They felt like they were better than us, and so they came out a little bit more and were pressing us. I mean, when you look at the goal and at the time we scored it. If it was any other team, that would be a time where they would be like, you know what, we've tried. Let's just sit back and defend and hold this lead. But Everton came out a bit more, and I was surprised because all that space to Mbeumo, and look at the space that Sesko had to run into. Everybody was trying to attack, and it cost them in the end. I'm actually happy for the win. And again, it wasn't a very good performance, but again, all we want at this point, and all that really, really matters, is 3 points. Right, we've got an objective, and that is to qualify for the Champions League next season. And you can only do that by winning games. You're not going to have the best of performances every time. So I was happy with the boys. I was happy with the team. Bruno wasn't as influential as he used to be, but that's what happens when your best player isn't having games. You've got other players around him that can actually do a good job, and you can see that Konwa stepped up and produced that really, really good, magnificent pass, a pass that Bruno would look like and said, you know what, I'm proud, and great work from Sesko to have that never die attitude and that fighting spirit. And, if it was someone else, he would have been grumbling that, I'm supposed to be starting games. But Sesko has just been very, very professional and has always taken his chances anytime he got them. I'm really proud of him. I'm also like, I wanted to talk about the second goal he missed. It's been something that has been reoccurring for a while now. Sesko has this attitude of always scoring goals and relaxing. You don't like you don't do that. When you score a goal, you're supposed to look for more goals, especially when you have the chance. I just feel like in the second goal, he didn't fight more for that goal. He was a little relaxed and was like, you know what, I've scored one. I'm okay with that. He shouldn't be okay with one goal. He should be chasing an hat trick, or if you get that, that's why you were bought in the first place. You get the chances, you put it in the back of the net. It doesn't matter what the scoreline is. Your job is to score goals. It doesn't matter if we're winning or losing. Go out there and score some goals. That's why you were bought. That's why you're a striker. But anyways, good game, good game. Now all the talk is about if he should start the next game against Crystal Palace, which are a very, very good side, even though they're not in a good form at the moment. I would say let's stick with what we're doing at the moment. There's no let's not go into the rush of like, okay, he's been scoring. He deserves to start. Everybody can agree to that. Sesko deserves to get some. He needs to start some games, but it's been working. So let's just keep going. Let's keep going with what has been working. Started with Umbremo, Amadjalo, and Konga. And then the second half, we've got some firing power in Sesko. And maybe, Zegzi. Maybe, you never know. Maybe you start him the next game, you just kind of alter the dynamics and the way we actually play. I do believe it's going to help us if Sesko starts games, because we've seen very, very, very poor first half performances from this team that is crying for a striker up there. Mbemo is not a striker. He's doing his best, but I feel like our first half performances can be better. And it can only improve when we have an all-out striker like Sesko. But at the moment, he's been working. He's been coming off the bench and giving us them goals. So I think it would be okay if we keep with the same lineup going into the next game. Yeah, that's it. And also for the preview for the Crystal Palace and Manchester United on Sunday, like I said, it's not going to be an easy game, but it's one that I expect us to win. Lisandro Martinez is out injured. I'm not sure what they said. It's a calf injury. I'm not sure how long he's going to be out. Obviously, he hasn't trained this week, so he's not going to be available for this week. That's the worry there, because if you watch in the Everton game, we struggled to build up play from the back. Euro is a very young centre back, and that's not his strength. He's not a very good build up ball playing defender at the moment. Obviously, in the future, I think he can grow on to be one. So we've been struggling to get the ball out of the back. When you watch Maguire switching over to the other side, you can see he wasn't very comfortable there. Also, Euro on this side too wasn't very comfortable, and it's worrying. It's worrying because one of the reasons why we're able to play the likes of Arsenal, City, that when the press also have got ball playing centre backs like Lisandro Martinez, that could just that wasn't easy to press, and that will make the best decision even when he's under pressure. So we're going to miss Lisandro Martinez. I hope he's not out for long, because we're going to need him going into the closing games. Anyways, that's it. You've come to the end of the video. Please, if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.